Welcome to Shatter Sport Girl Talk, your home for all things women's sports. Whether it's chatting about our own experiences in the industry as professionals or gossiping about the biggest leagues, we want to break into the conversation. I'm your host, Katie LeBoutillier, and today I'm joined by Lauren Croth. We are going to be going through our ins and outs for the new year as sport media professionals. So before we get started, Lauren, why don't you give the listeners just kind of a quick description of all the work in sports that you do?
Yeah, for sure. So I kind of have like a all over the place kind of resume. I first started working in sports in high school, actually, just with my school's basketball team. And I created a little documentary covering the story of a women's basketball team and kind of their journey to making the Ofsted championships. And then I decided that I wanted to move to Toronto and pursue journalism and with a specification in sport media. And yeah, now I did some work in first year with a publication called Over the Line Sports, and I applied for a position with The Bold this year, so now I work as a digital content assistant. So just a lot of story writing, kind of website stuff, posting up score graphics, and then I'm also interning with Sports Girls Club, which is a female-run kind of catered to women sports publication, and yeah, I'm doing TikTok trends with them. So yeah,
love that. So as two girls kind of working in and looking to like fully work in sports, we're going to go through 5 ins and outs that we have for the new year. Would you like to go first?
Okay, sure. I'll do my first in. Okay, so my first in of the year is beauty companies, specifically Sephora, sponsoring like women's athletics. Like I know they're the first founding partner for the Toronto Tempo this year, and I love that Unrivaled has like the glam area, and like Sephora is one of their sponsors too. I love it. I think that's like very much in, like kind of like the beauty aspect of like women can play sports, but they can also look good at the same time.
Yeah, and even like the Elf NHL collab, when they sent out those PR boxes, I was like, oh, I wish I had one.
I know, those were kind of everything.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, mine kind of goes with that, and that's like game day outfits.
Yes.
Whether it's like the actual walk-in photos of athletes or like just me, I want to start kind of dressing up more for games because like especially photography, which is what I do a lot. I wear like comfy clothes, and I just very much like think I should start dressing up. You know, even if it's not every game, just like on occasion. You know, trying to look good. Play good.
That's
like,
so real. I feel like I need to up my game on my game day fits. I feel like I always wear the exact same like black blazer, and I'm like, oh, this is perfect.
Black on black is like the go-to.
I know, but I want to like get like a collection of blazers. Like I need to like make my collection. Oh yeah, for sure.
I know. I always see other people in like their nice game day outfits, and I'm like, oh, I wish. But then I wear mine, and I'm like, am I overdressed?
I know. Sometimes I'm like, wait, are people looking at me like I'm kind of like crazy right now? Especially like working for the Bold and stuff.
It's
I feel
like
like
a university
people
game.
they kind of we just like dress casual. So it's like I don't know. But if I'm doing like girls club stuff, I feel like more like okay, like I'm gonna dress up a little.
Let's all start dressing up more for the Bold.
I think we need to normalize that.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, let's go with an out.
Okay. One of my outs is the new NBA All-Star format.
Oh, really?
I do not like the tournament format. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I miss the OG West versus East. I feel like it was just classic. It was more cohesive. And I feel like they're just making so many changes within the NBA recently. And, like, I don't know. I don't love it.
Because they did that for the NHL, too.
Yeah.
Like, they've recently made that switch, too. Yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting to see the NBA because they don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't before, have they?
No, this is the first year they've done it. They, like, just introduced it, like, last year, saying they were going to do it for this year. And I don't know. I just feel like I like the original, like, I mean, it will be cool, and it'll kind of, like, be more, like, more games and that kind of stuff. But also, like, I feel like I just liked the dynamic of, like, the two different sides, and I feel like I'll miss it. I don't know.
They needed to change something about the All-Star game, though, because, like, just the amount of scoring last year, and it just wasn't an exciting game. Yeah. There was, like, no defense, and I was like, this isn't basketball. Why are we watching this?
That's so true. I feel like just, like, NBA basketball in general, I feel like I haven't been watching as much of it recently, and I've been watching more NCAA basketball.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I feel like the appeal, so they have been making a lot of shifts and changes, because viewership has honestly also been down for NBA.
Because everyone's watching the WNBA.
Obviously, as they should.
Yeah, no, I don't like watching NBA basketball that much. Like, I'd much prefer college or WNBA or literally anything where they play defense.
Yeah, but I'm curious. We'll see how the All-Star game goes. But I don't know. It's an out for me personally.
Yeah. Okay, mine are like for some reason, way more deep.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, first we'll go comparing myself to others. That is out for me. Especially in this industry, I'm so guilty of like comparing myself to everyone around me and like, oh, they got that job, they got that job. Why don't I have like 7 jobs when like I do? I'm like, okay, I need to actually calm down.
Yeah.
So that is out because especially the people that I compare myself to, I'll like go look them up on later or on LinkedIn later or something, and it turns out they like already have graduated with a bachelor's, and I'm like, oh, so I'm actually in second year and I need to chill the F out.
That is so real. That goes with one of my outs. One of my outs was not comparing your women in sport trajectory to other people.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I do that all the time. I'm
Yep.
constantly looking at it. I'm like, oh, they're doing this or they had that opportunity. But it's like everyone's like path is like, it's not linear and like it's
Yeah.
different. And like, yeah, majority of people who are like showing themselves off and on the industry you see on LinkedIn, they have their bachelor's degrees. So
Yeah.
it's like right now we're just doing the most we can to like gain experience while in school, and like a lot of those opportunities will be unpaid, unfortunately. But yeah, I feel like that's like a big thing. Like honestly, just like focusing on myself, I feel like is a big thing I want to do this year, and
Yeah.
just not comparing myself to others.
And finding the balance between paid work and unpaid work is so. I'm like, I
Oof.
need to make money, but I also, a lot of these opportunities are gonna have to start unpaid.
Yeah.
But like rent in Toronto is not cheap. So
Yeah, honestly, that has been like the most difficult part
Yeah.
with university and going to school in Toronto has been like the balance between paid and unpaid work. Like I'm so thankful that I kind of found like the job with the Bold
Yeah.
because doing Girls Club and then doing OTL last year was a lot of volunteering, a lot of like labor, and it was like it was great, and obviously
Yeah.
that helped me to get opportunities, but with the price of rent, it's like getting to the point where it's like, oh wow, I might also have to get like a part-time job.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, what restaurants need servers?
No,
right now?
seriously,
but
I'm
I
like-
don't want to.
maybe I'll work at like the grocery store, transfer over
Yeah.
from my hometown.
No, that's what, because I worked at Staples in my hometown. I was like, on last night, I was like, Google Maps, like, is there a close Staples to where I'm living? There's not, so
Ugh.
we'll figure that out. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's so real. Okay, we'll go with another in. I have just like planning in general, like be the calendar queen that I am. I already do like a lot of like calendaring and planning and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think like I'll bring it to a concerning level in 2025. I just want to be like so insanely organized, whether that's like content calendars with like the many social media accounts that I run, or just like also my classes and when due dates are. I just like want to know my schedule and everything like the back of my hand.
That's so real. I like my Google Calendar is my baby. I have like all my due dates on it, like all
Yeah.
my games, like everything like planned out to like almost like a T. Like during exam season, I literally have like my hours planned out. Like I'm kind of crazy, but
I don't go that far, but I do like big lover of to-do lists, and I have like my
Yes.
Notion with all my assignments and stuff. And then I love a good like actual hard copy desk calendar. Like I always have one in my room. Love color coding it and everything.
yes, oddly satisfying when you like check off all
yeah.
the things that you're getting done. No, I feel like I don't know, it just kind of helps to like get everything out, get your goals out. I'm
Yeah.
a big to-do list person too. Like every week I kind of write down what I got to do to kind of balance school stuff and outside of school stuff. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's very in organization.
Yes. Yeah. We love organized queen.
Yes. Okay. My next in is women's soccer in Canada. I think that's going to be a big thing in 2025, especially with the Northern
Yeah.
Women's Soccer League. Yeah, and also I just found out that the coach for AFC Toronto is a former TMU player and lead assistant coach.
Oh, really?
I had no idea.
I didn't know
And then
that.
I just found that out. So
AFC Toronto, I feel like, has been not bad, but like they haven't been great at A, posting job postings, or B, like saying who's on their team. Like I
Yeah.
find the Ottawa Rapids are doing a great job. Like they're always hiring and always saying like, oh, we just had this person. Like I know about the Ottawa Rapids,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
Toronto, I had no clue.
I like honestly I just found that out today, and I feel like that should have been like more of like a thing that they were like putting out there. But
Especially as TMU students, I feel like the Bold should be posting about
no,
that.
yeah,
like,
I'm like gonna like propose like maybe a feature
Yeah.
now. I'm like I don't know, but I really hope that like women's soccer, especially in Canada, grows a lot, because I mean our national women's soccer team is like
Yeah.
it's extremely talented and has gotten a lot of hype. Not the best,
No, but
stuff
it's
in the
still a
past
lot of
year.
hype,
There's
like-
still a lot of hype, yeah. So I don't know. I feel like I really want to see the growth there, and I'm excited to see. I think they kick off April
I
this
think
year.
it's soon.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see where that grows. That's an in for me, I think.
Yeah, I'm excited because I think I'll be in the city this summer. I'll have to go
Yes.
catch a few games because soccer's so I don't like watching soccer on TV at all.
Yeah.
But being there, I love it.
I love the atmosphere, and like I played like high school soccer, like bare minimum. Like I was a solid bench warmer, but I don't know. I just like love it, and like I feel like the energy is so good, and I want to learn more about it because I'm mostly like a basketball, hockey kind of person.
Me too.
So especially like covering soccer this fall with the Bold, that was like my first time like writing about soccer, and I was like,
my first time taking pictures.
oh my gosh, there we go.
Oh my gosh.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I see some growth in the future
Yeah.
for Canadian women's soccer.
Love that. Okay, an out. I have always working or like toxic productivity because I feel like I'm like, oh, I'm not doing anything right now. I need to do something right now, and it's like, okay, I really didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
When it's great being productive, but I'm like, okay, like take a break.
Yeah.
Because I'm just so guilty of that. Like, I don't take breaks. I'm always working, and people are like, hey, want to go out and do stuff? Or, like, I'll be hanging out with my friends, like, in the living room. We're all just, like, sitting there, and I'm, like, on my computer. I'm like, hey, maybe put that away.
No, yeah. I honestly, like, also, I feel like I'm always, like, trying to, like, be so on top of things, and I
Yeah.
just need to take more, like, time to just be present and to not, like, constantly be thinking about the future and kind of just, like, living in the moment more and being like, okay, I need to take time to, like, prioritize myself.
Yeah, which I feel like is hard to do in such, like, a competitive industry.
Yeah.
And, like, especially, like we were saying, comparing yourself to others. I'm like, oh, well, if I want to do all this, like, I need to always be working.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, but what if you actually just took a break?
No, seriously. Like, wait, like, maybe, like, you would benefit from just, like, taking a moment to just,
Yeah.
like, focus on yourself.
It's like, hey, you actually worked, like, 12 hours today. Like, maybe let's not.
Yeah, it's just so hard, especially, like, with a, like, constant, like, because I feel like social media is such a huge
Yeah,
part of
like,
this
there's
industry.
always
and it's,
stuff
like,
happening.
I'm constantly like, oh, shoot, I should be, like, filming a day in the life.
Yeah.
Or, oh, my gosh, like, I should be doing this or I should be doing that. And it's like, nope, like, it's okay. Like, you don't need to be constantly, like,
Yeah.
showing your life on social media.
I know.
So.
But I'm like, oh, but TikTok, like, really prioritizes if you post every day, like, your analytics are better. And
Yeah.
It's like, oh, but don't.
I know. Also, that was a bit of a scare with
bit
the
of a scare.
TikTok ban. I'm not
I mean,
gonna
it was,
lie.
like, okay in Canada.
I know, like, it was fine, but I was, like, wondering
yeah.
about, like, how it would be if, like, we lost, like, the American fan base and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, especially, too, like, not being able to see American sports teams or, like, think of, like, the NHL wouldn't be able to post. Like,
Yeah.
I would have missed that content. That
Yeah.
would have been sad. But I also wish they were gone for, like, just a little longer.
I
Like,
know,
just
like,
kinda
could we
wanted
just
to
have,
see
like,
what
a
it was
Canadian
like.
empire? Like,
Yeah,
let's, like,
just, really
see.
quick.
Maybe we'll get some, like, niche Canadian, like, influencers. We already have
We
some,
have some.
but, like, the growth of it.
Yeah. Okay. That's my out.
Let me see. Okay. I was really fired up about the World Juniors this year, the Canadian team. That's my out. and my in is that we need to, like, do a full rebrand of
Yeah.
Canadian men's hockey. We need to, like, really need to get on that. There were so many players that, like, should have been on the team that weren't.
Yeah. Beckett Seneca snub was crazy.
Oh, that was insane.
Like,
also, Michael Misa.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Like, they did well in the pre-tournament. Like, in tryouts. Why did we not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shocked me. I don't know. But that just made me really upset, and I hope that, like, we can do better because there is so much, like, Canadian talent.
Mm-hmm.
So I really hope that in 2025, well, I guess it'll be the 2026
Yeah.
tournament now, we see some changes. But,
Oh, but talking about another in, just now that you brought it up, going to the World Juniors. You went to a few games. I went to a few games. Oh, it was so fun.
I loved it. It's such a fun tournament.
Yeah. And, like, I went to so many, like, Finland, Germany. Like games that did not matter in the grand scheme of things. And,
Yeah.
like, probably weren't that exciting, but they're so fun. I went to the relegation game. That was fun.
Oh, that
Kazakhstan,
would have been
Germany?
insane. I saw, like, stuff after the game,
Yeah.
and, like, they were fired up.
They
It
were,
was
like, fighting for
heated.
their lives.
No, literally. Well, because, like, that game basically has, like, gold medal energy.
Yeah.
Because it's, like, if you lose, it's,
You're
like,
done.
you're out. You're
that
done.
poor Kazakhstan team. They were so close.
They
and then they
tried
were crying.
so hard.
Ugh. But also an out for that is, like, bullying kids on the internet. Like, can we let... Like,
Yeah.
the players didn't pick the team. I get that maybe some of them shouldn't have made it, but they're there and they are trying their hardest.
Yeah.
Like, you can't blame them for not trying or, like, sucking. Like, they're definitely trying their hardest.
No, like, I was thinking of, like, Eason Cowan and, like,
Yeah.
the one, like, shootout, like, where he kind of did the fake out thing.
But, like,
and
he's done that successfully before.
I know, and I was like, I just felt so bad for him because, like, my TikTok was, like, flooded with, like, that particular
Yeah.
clip. And I'm like, okay, like,
But if he scored, you all would have been like, oh, my God.
like, he's amazing. He's so built different. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, like, I feel so bad. Or also, like, I don't know, because I went to the U.S. versus Czechia semifinal game. And number 17 on Czechia was given hell by all the, like, because it was mostly Canadian fans. It was really funny. I think it was fun in games, but whenever he got the puck, everyone was, like, really mad.
You could hear it on TV, like, they were booing.
I know.
Poor guy, but also, he's all right.
Yeah, let's try not to bully players. Yeah, they're, literally, some of them are not 16, even 18.
Yeah. 17, yeah.
So that's an out.
Yeah, that's an ick, actually.
Yeah, real.
Okay, another in for me in general is just, like, consistency. Having a nighttime routine, going to bed at a decent hour, creating time for myself, you know, all that. Just being consistent every day. And this kind of goes back to, like, so I can be productive, because if I get, like, other things out of the way, I, like, have that time built in. But yeah, just overall consistency. And low-key, been doing a good job since getting back. It's only been, like, less than a week, but... I had an 8 a.m. this morning, and we were up in time, so that's all good.
Let's go. Yeah, honestly, I feel like that's so real. I feel like myself at the start of the semester, I'm like, okay, I'm going to, like, have all these plans, and then, like, sometimes I don't meet, like, my ultimate goals, and I'm like, oh, like, whatever. But I feel like just starting every week and resetting, trying to, like, have a consistent, like, day-to-day routine. And, yeah, I don't know. I totally get that. Just, like, trying to, like, just have more consistency and less, like, crazy hecticness.
Yeah, and I feel like Monday 8 a.m.s are kind of good for that, because I'm, like, Sunday, like, okay, I need to get to bed at a decent hour, and that kind of starts off my week, like, productively and hopefully consistently.
The Sunday resets go crazy.
I love a good Sunday reset.
I had a Sunday reset yesterday. I need it in my life. Like, I did, like, a full deep clean, and I, like, went to bed early. Like, I am an avid lover of Sunday reset.
Yeah, a little football on Sunday reset.
Oh, yeah. I'm, like, I am not super into football, but, like, I'm low-key getting into it. Like, as of recent, I've been getting into it.
It's really fun to, like, watch with friends. Like, I watch football with other people. I rarely, sometimes when the Bengals are on, I watch by myself. But, like, mainly, I, like, watch with people, and that's fun. Because you don't need to pay attention super hard. It's like baseball, kind of. Like, it's just kind of on. And they're like, oh, touchdown.
Like, background noise, No, but, like, not. Like, I can see how, like, people could get really into it, especially with, like, playoffs happening right now. But
for me, it's just, like, unless the Bengals are playing, for me, it's just, like, oh, background.
That's actually really funny. One of my outs was, because it's so funny I'm mentioning this, because I'm not even, like, really into football, but I don't want the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's a hard out.
I don't want them to even get close to that. Like, I hope the Bills beat them. Like, I just, like, I can't have them win again.
No, I don't want 3 in a row.
That's a bit much for me.
That's a lot. And, like, especially when, like, their whole team is basically homophobic.
No,
and, like,
literally.
Right wing.
The amount of, like, controversial stuff that team has been going through, it's just, like, it's not it. And, like, I don't know. And, like, I'm a Swiftie, but, like, come on, like, how many fairy tale endings can you have? Yeah. You know? They had their moment last year. They had theirs
last year. It was cute. It was in Vegas. Viva Las Vegas and all that.
Oh, yeah. That actually icked me out.
It was so bad. She's, like, sitting there laughing, like, oh, my God.
Oh, my God. That's brutal. But, yeah, like, let's please not have that happen. No. Whoever's writing the script for the NFL this year.
The people don't want it.
Nope.
I was hoping the Texans would beat them. Obviously didn't happen. But I, like, put it in my bracket. I was like, I'm just manifesting this.
Oh, I wish. I mean, I don't know how they always finesse it, but they do.
The refs. The script.
Oh, pretty much. The NFL script. They just want them to win.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have another in?
Yes, I do. Nika Mule's comeback this year. I think that's going to be a mega in. She was out with an ACL injury. Mm-hmm. She got it when she went to Europe to play, like, right after the season stopped. And she didn't really get a lot of playing time with the Seattle Storm this year, which I was really bummed about because I loved her when she played for UConn. I don't know. I just, like, feel like she's such a, like, dynamic player. And also, I'm excited to see her fit checks. Her fits are insane. Her game day fits, like, go so hard. So I hope, like, her recovery goes really, really well. And I hope she has a really good, like, second season with the Storm. I want to see, like, her comeback.
Yeah. And on that, I need a Paige Becker's comeback this year in March Madness.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
She needs to go all the way this year.
I really, like, honestly, that would be my fairy tale ending would be, like, UConn takes it all and Paige finally gets,
Paige goes first overall. What a great end to that story.
It would be beautiful. Like, she's just, like, gone through so much. Yeah. Like, I don't know. And she worked so hard. She's honestly, like, one of my favorite players, I think.
She was, like, like the Caitlin Clark before Caitlin Clark, because she was the first big name in women, like not as big obviously, but it was Paige Beckers first.
No, for sure. Like I knew about her before I knew about Caitlin Clark.
Because her first March Madness, she was like insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Like Notre Dame's really good this year.
Yeah. No, I don't know if their team is good enough to do it.
Yeah.
But like I want it for her.
Okay, but also like justice for Sarah Strong. Yeah. I love Sarah Strong. Like she's a freshman on UConn. Mm-hmm. Absolutely love her. She's been killing it. I've been keeping my eyes out. But yeah, I don't think UConn has what it takes to take it this year.
No.
But like let's see like a Paige like crazy like insane like
March
at
least
Madness.
Bring them to the Elite Eight. Bring it maybe the Final Four.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. And also the viewership would be so good.
Yeah, like the longer she's in it. Yeah.
But I also think one of my ins was actually to see the numbers continue to increase this year for women's basketball in particular. Like it had a huge year. This was the year of women's basketball, 2024. I think like it kind of like started with March Madness and the whole Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese kind of moment there. And it kind of transitioned into the WNBA. And like I just hope that it continues to keep growing and growing and growing because like last year was like unreal. Yeah. Like, it was so cool to see all that growth.
And I hope, like, it'll be interesting to see if March Madness is as big now that Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark aren't in it.
Yeah.
Like, that'll be, I mean, I hope so. And again, like, Paige Beckers is still there, so hopefully. But it will be interesting to see if it is as big as it was last year. Like, how many of those viewers are they retaining?
Yeah, and I hope, well, I mean, there's, like, big players like Hannah Hidalgo and, like, Juju Watkins. Like, there are, like, big names, but I hope that people, like, continue to, like, keep in, because that was such a, like, a big rivalry that kind of brought in viewership, but also like the views are still up. Like I know the USC versus UConn game in December had like great viewership, so hopefully that keeps going.
I agree. Okay, another I have posting everything or like posting more, and I know we were like, oh, we need to stop like posting.
No, but like we
but
do,
like
though.
also like, but also, you know, I've been like low key trying to revive my YouTube channel. Not going very well because I don't ever do it. But like overall, just like less stress about what I post and just like trying to different things and posting things, especially LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn. I'm like, I have it on my phone. I'm like always just like scrolling on LinkedIn. Like I mean, it is another social media app, but I'm like scrolling maybe a little too hard on there.
It's kind of fun. I love it. I like just got into it recently actually because I was like, damn, like I should probably get on there. Like it's like I was like, okay, it's about time.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, like I feel like I really want to work on my TikTok this year.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to see where that can go.
Now that it's back.
I know. Now that, like, well, we had a little scare, but
we're good now.
I know. Like, actually, last week, for the whole week, I was like, I didn't really post anything because I was like, it was so uncertain, and I was kind of like, wait, but now that it's back, I feel like I'm, like, more motivated than ever to, like, try and create content.
No, that's true. I didn't post anything either, and I actually don't know why. Because I knew it was staying for Canada. And, like, TikToks were going viral because everyone was talking about it leaving. But I just, like, couldn't, I guess, think of anything to post about it leaving. Like, I had no thoughts about the matter.
Yeah. Well, and, like, I think I was just, like, really stressed out because with my internship as well, like...
Yeah, that's your...
It's such a big thing is, like, we have a lot of, like, Americans at Girls Club.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It was just kind of, like, uncertain about, like, where that role would go. And it was weird because the account is an American account, it wouldn't let me post stuff even though I was in Canada.
Yeah.
So that little like couple hours it was a bit scary for me because I was like, oh damn, like what are we gonna do? Because I was gonna post all the stuff to help out because I was in Canada, but yeah, so crazy. But yeah, let's post more. Let's
do it.
Normalize like casual posting.
No, for real. Like and. Don't judge me when I post stuff, guys.
No.
Let me post it and don't worry about it.
No, literally, like, please just,
if
disregard.
You know me, if you know me, just like it and move on.
No, literally, like, especially, like, Instagram Reels. It's, like, my grandpa saw one of my Instagram Reels.
My dad is, like, an avid story liker. Like, if I post anything on my story, he's liking it. And I'm like, oh, you didn't need to see that.
Biggest fan. Biggest fan. I love it. No, but, like, also, like, I'm scared to post on Instagram Reels, but it happens sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. I don't do it that often. On my main account, I don't do it.
Yeah.
But then also, this is out in general. People coming up to me like, oh my God, like I watched your TikTok or your TikTok was on my free page. I'm like, no, it wasn't.
No,
that wasn't me.
No, actually, because like that's like a different person. Like, I'm sorry, like TikTok Lauren and like real life Lauren, like I'm sorry, that's my alter ego.
Like, people watch those? No.
No, like it actually freaks me out. Like someone will be like, oh my God, like I saw you on TikTok. And it's like, no, you didn't.
No.
I'm like, wait, what? I don't know. It's so
Or, like,
weird.
my friends would be like, oh, like, you're always on my friend. Like, another, like, so far removed. They're like, oh, you're always on their For You page. I was like, why?
I know. I don't know. There's so much, like, low-key, like, stigma around, like, posting online. And, like, I don't know. But, like, I feel like it's such an important part.
Oh, for sure. It's needed.
Like, especially, like, in this industry.
Yeah.
So many people have, like, gotten opportunities from posting online. So it's like, you know what? Like, you and I, we just gotta post.
do it.
We just gotta post and not worry about what others think.
And that's what's in.
Period. Okay, what else do I have?
I feel like I've done more ins than outs. That's okay, though.
Should I do another out?
I just did an in, so you can do an in.
Do an in?
Do an in.
Okay. Funny that I'm actually mentioning this because I literally just said I don't want the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl, but Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark's friendship.
Yes.
That's in for me. That's a mega in for me. I don't know.
It's just iconic, really.
I love it. I think it's everything, and I know Caitlin went on the New Heights podcast with Travis and Jason the other day, and I listened to it, and I don't know, it's just, like, so cool, like, listening to, like, other players engage with other players, and, like, she was talking about how she, like, loved the Chiefs before, like, she isn't, like, a bandwagon fan, and just, like, how, like, she went to the Eras Tour as a fan.
I saw and
that. Now she's, like, friends with
crazy.
Taylor. Like, that's just kind of insane.
That's, like, the dream.
I know, but it's just, like, I don't know, like, those, like, Caitlin and Taylor are, like, such, like, I don't know, like, beloved figures in, like, modern media right now, and they have so much influence, so I feel like them just coming together to, like, be friends is just, like, so iconic. I love it. I hope, like, we get some more appearances in the new year. For sure.
Even though all the little boys in the comments are complaining about it. I don't want to hear it.
No, I literally don't. You know what else is out is little boys commenting in the comment sections on TikTok.
Yeah.
About women in sports.
Yep,
and being like, name 5 players. That one's so, like, overdone. It's like, come on, like,
done. Yeah.
we've been naming 5 players, but
yeah.
Or just, like, making, like, unnecessary comments. It's like, wait, and they don't even have, like, a profile picture.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, you're not real.
That's
Leave.
crazy. But yeah.
That's out. That's been out.
Oh yeah.
That's been out. Yeah. Okay, we touched on this one. I have, like, judging others and, like, viewing people as competition is out.
Yeah.
You know, and it's hard. I try to be so supportive of everyone, but every time I see someone, I'm like, oh, I just, like, wish I was doing that, or, like, how'd they get that over me? I'm like, oh, because they applied. Like,
yeah.
like, I do not try to be a judgy person, but when it comes to, like, getting a job, I just feel so much pressure on myself that I'm like, oh, but what about that? And that just needs to stop. You know, it's a competitive industry, and it's hard to not see other people, like, even classmates or anything, like, as people who could take my job in the future. But I love, like, following people on TikTok and Instagram and, like, making connections like that and, like, supporting other people. But then I'm like, wait, like, it's just such a competitive industry that you're my, like, friend, but also going out for the same job as me.
I know. It's such, like, a weird dynamic.
It is.
I don't know. Like, making friends in the industry as well, like, you never know. Like, of course you want to support each other and you want to be there for each other, but it's also, like, so different because it's like, wait, like, low-key we're competing against each other, but also, like, we want to, like, uplift and support each other.
Like,
so it's a hard balance.
It's such a hard balance, but out is, we're just going to try and balance it better, I guess.
Yeah,
out
for sure.
is being judgy, which I'm not really a judgy person, but sometimes it comes out.
You know what? It comes out in, like, little, like, moments, but you know what? We just brush past it.
Yeah, and then you, like, think and you're like, wait, no, it's okay.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
Okay. What's another one of my outs? Okay, this is kind of, like, basic, but if you're not tuning into the PWHL, that's freaking out. You need to tune into the PWHL right now. Yeah. I am so excited for just, like, I don't know, the league, like, this year with, like, the new branding and everything. Yeah. It has just been so insane, and, like, it's just been so, like, electric, the energy and the growth, and with their takeover tour right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So hype. Like, so sick. Like,
and I love how, like, normal it's become that they're, like, selling out and it's always on TV. Like, it's just, like, it's not a new thing anymore. It's just like, oh, it's the PWHL. They're killing it.
Yeah, I think, like, it was when I was watching the World Juniors and I saw, like, a thing, like, in between come up and it was, like, oh, like, game day, and it was, like, an ad for a game, and it was just, like, normal, like, tune into, like, like, CBC or whatever, and it was just, like, normal, and I was like, wait, I love this. Like, I love how it's just, like, becoming the new norm, and it's kind of just being integrated into, like, everyday life. So if you're not watching it yet,
you're missing
watch it, because I don't know. I also think Vancouver needs a team.
Yeah, they'll definitely go west eventually.
Yeah.
Seattle, Vancouver, where it's at.
I think so. That could be a good rivalry.
Yeah. I think they'll
Really
go
good.
Detroit sooner, too, just because it's close.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the expansion, it's coming.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I'm excited for this weekend. I'm going
Yeah.
to Battle on Bay Street.
Are you? I might be, but probably not, but maybe.
Yeah. I'm like in the nosebleeds, but
Yeah.
you know, it's student budget.
Oh, you're like just going to watch?
I'm just going to watch, yeah. I might do some content stuff,
Yeah,
but
well, yeah.
yeah.
I like might be in as a photographer, but they literally tell you the day before. So
I know,
won't
it's like you
until
never
the day
know,
before, and
yeah.
it's probably a no. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe they'll have more spots because it's Scotiabank.
That's so true.
But like more people will be applying because it's Scotiabank. So like we'll see.
I know, yeah. But I'm super excited for that game. That'll be
Yeah.
super, super fun. It's always so much fun at Scotiabank. So.
Yeah, I have not been to Scotiabank like enough. I've only been to like 2 Raptors games and that's it.
I've been to 1 Raptors game, not even while being at school here. I haven't gone to a single Leafs game. I haven't gone to a single Raptors game.
It's too expensive.
It's too expensive.
I've been to 1 Raptors game while here, like for school.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Like, it's
And
insane.
it was Valentine's Day, so I didn't pay.
I love that. I love that. No, I need to, like, I don't know, either get my money up or, like, find someone
Yeah.
who's, like, in, like, the corporate realm who has, like, Leafs tickets.
Yeah, someone with season tickets who can't go that often.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
I wrote a story in the fall just about, like, how basically, like, professional sports in Toronto specifically, like, Raptors games and Leafs games are losing their accessibility.
Yeah.
Just because of, like, the price of tickets.
Whereas the Jays are going in the other direction. And
I
love it.
love a good Jays game.
The
like-
bleachers, the 500s, I'm there.
No, literally. Like, it's the best energy. Also, like, where can you go and get, like, $1 hot dogs?
Yes.
Hello?
Tuesday nights in the bleachers is like the cheapest, best experience. You buy like the cheapest tickets you can find, go to general admission bleachers behind the visiting bullpen, eat your loony dogs, and have a great night.
It's beautiful. Could it be baseball
That's in.
season again?
Baseball is in.
Yeah, I think it's in, for sure.
It's in.
It's in. Let's,
Because
like,
I don't want to hear that it's boring.
no.
It's not. It's an experience.
You gotta, like, lock in, you know? Like,
Yeah.
might be 9 innings, but, like, you know what? Like, you get to just, like, it's...
You just sit
You
and
eat your
socialize.
popcorn, you talk
Yes.
with your friends, like... And, like, dome open games just hit
Yeah.
different.
You get a little tan, like
It's beautiful. Okay, baseball's also
baseball's
in.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Another out. I have overthinking and worrying about things out of my control. That's general. That's barely even related to sports, but because of everything I do is related to sports, it is, I guess.
No, that's real. I'm a chronic overthinker.
Me too. Especially when it comes to social media and
Oh,
like
yeah.
working. As all of my outs have probably kind of led on. I worry about jobs and the future too much.
Well, but it's so real because it is like such like an uncertain industry. Like I
Yeah.
remember when I first came to TMU for journalism and Bill C-18 was just put forward. So it was like news couldn't be posted
Yeah.
on Meta. And I was like, oh, and I remember being in the introduction thing with all the professors and they're like, so we understand that this is a very uncertain time to be starting a journalism degree.
Yeah.
But they're like promise like you'll figure it out.
Yeah, you'll figure. And that's what I need to start thinking about is because there's so many people who like have figured it out. Like everyone
Yeah.
you meet, like has a different story, especially about post-secondary education. Like, oh, I did this for a while and then I went to that and now I have a house and kids and a wife. Like, they're fine. And
Yeah.
I need to just remember that. Like, I'll find something.
I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, it's just, gotta trust the process. I say this as if I'm not a chronic overthinker.
Oh, yeah. I trust the process, but I just really think about it a lot.
Just slightly, but yeah, no, that's out. Overthinking needs to be out.
Yeah. I like how both of our MacBooks are dying.
I know. It's tragic. That's like post like school day. Like,
Yeah.
Also, I think the cold's draining my battery. But
Oh, maybe. I haven't been outside that much.
yeah. Okay, what else? Do I have anything else?
Do you have any other ins? I have one more in.
I think I did. Yeah, I've done all my ins.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have saying yes or no. Like I need to say yes to more things in general, but also I need to learn how to say no. Because
Yes.
people ask me to do things, I'm like, oh, of course. And then I'm like, I don't have time to do that.
That's so real.
So there's no more maybes. It's either commit fully or do not do it.
Yeah, and also trying to not overdo it as well. Because I feel like they're like, you can be presented with so many opportunities and you want to take all of them, but then it's also
Yeah.
like, oh wait, like can I handle all of that and like scheduling and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I feel like I'm really bad at saying no.
Yeah, I'm so bad at it.
I am so bad. I'm always
I
like,
just feel so bad.
oh, like let me figure it out or like
Yeah.
I don't
I can
know.
do it all fine time. Like, where are you finding time?
Yeah. No, that's so, I actually love that.
Yeah.
Yes or no. That's
Yes
good.
or no. Because I'm always like, oh, maybe. No.
Just no. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, the only other thing I had, I don't know, do you have any other outs?
No, I like literally did all of mine. I
Okay.
think because someone
You
crossed
tagged,
over. Yeah.
The only other thing I have is what's out, imposter syndrome. This kind of goes with comparing myself, but like copying trends or like not fully being myself on social media. Need to build my own brand and follow that.
Yes.
You know? Which is hard to do because everyone's like, find your niche on TikTok. And I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, like how do you know like what your niche is? Like it's so hard and it's like I don't know. And like I feel like I do get a lot of inspiration from other creators.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like following trends, obviously. But like, I don't know.
Your own brand identity,
Yeah.
which is so hard to find.
Yeah.
But it's like it is kind of weird because like the whole like realm of like influencers and TikTok, it's kind of like people fall in love with you as the individual, and it's like kind of weird. But it's like
so
you
weird.
don't really actually know someone.
Parasocial is what it's.
Oh, parasocial relationships go crazy.
But anyway.
But yeah, I totally get that.
And then what kind of goes with that too is like reminding myself about all the things that I've actually done. Because again, I'm like, oh, like I haven't done that much. And then it's like, wait, actually turn around, check back on everything you've done because we've both done a lot and
I
still
know.
feel like we haven't done enough or we're not doing enough. It's like, actually, you're doing a lot.
The pressure is just like so real, but I think yeah, we just need to like go into 2025 with just like a whatever energy, like whatever happens and
Yeah, just not care at all.
if it were that easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the vibe for 2025.
I think so.
Perfect. So those are all of our ins and outs for the new year as women in sport. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks again, Lauren, for joining us.
Thank you for having me. This was so fun.
Of course. And I will see you in the next one. This has been Shutter Sport Girl Talk.